Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been so long. My last video was pre-filmed, so this is pretty much my first video where I'm kind of back. I definitely got out of groove for a while. I moved and then my school semester started, and then I don't have a very good excuse, to be honest. I just fell out of the flow of filming things, and yeah, so here we are 2 months later. I want to continue. I stopped for a little bit, but we're back in action, okay? We're back in action. Since it's been so long, I want to do a Q&A. I actually asked for these questions like 2 months ago on my Instagram story, because I was going to do a Q&A then, because things changed in my life, so we're going to talk about it. We're gonna update you guys on my life and everything that's going on. So I have the questions, and then I'm also gonna be getting ready while I answer the questions, because I am going to school today. Actually I'm going a little bit early because I have an internship there to get an internship, obviously. So I'm actually very excited for that, because I can't wait to become an intern at whatever place. So I'm excited to see what type of options there are, even though I'm not going to be doing an internship until summer. But I'm still excited because I'm just very excited to do it, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so I'm first going to put on my base of my makeup, and then I'm going to answer questions one by one. I did just get a new foundation, and honestly, I got it because my other color was a little too dark, and I'm liking it a lot. I usually use my CC cream, like everyday use kind of, but since I want to look a little bit more presentable and just a little bit better makeup, I'm going with my full coverage foundation. Okay, now that I put my foundation on, I am going to start with the questions. So pretty much the number one question I got was, what's your major? Why aren't you teaching anymore? Things like that. So I am not in school anymore to become a teacher. Or for the people that don't know, I was in school to get my degree in elementary education. I was planning on being an elementary school teacher, and I did it for 2 semesters, and I interned, and I was also a substitute teacher for a year. And during those experiences, I did like it, but I honestly would dread going. Like, I didn't like substituting and then interning. It was just like not fun for me at all. I need to continue doing my makeup. I'm not a talker and a doer, multitasker, but I pretty much just didn't like going. I realized that it just wasn't for me, and I kind of was just like, okay, what else is there really out there for me? And I was talking to a friend of mine, and she got her degree in marketing, and I was just like thinking about how I wanted to be more creative. And I feel like I'm just a very creative person. I like to do like editing, I like to market, I like to make thumbnails, make videos, YouTube, like just create content. Like, I love doing things like that. So I was like, what can I do to do something like that, I guess? So pretty much I am now getting my communication major with the concentration of public relations. So I'm pretty much getting it, and like advertising, that's like kind of like, it's all like in the same like umbrella. But I am super duper excited. I'm gonna get an internship. I definitely want to go more on the marketing side. I just don't want to get my marketing degree because it would take me a lot longer, and I'm already 24. I'm gonna be graduating next December, so a year from now, so I'll be 25. And I know I'm so young, but the marketing would probably take like an extra like 2 years. So I'll be like 27, close to 28, and I can do everything that I want to do with the communication degree. I know I'll have to like prove myself a little bit more, but what I want to do, a communication degree, is perfectly fine and it works. So yeah, I'm really excited. That is my new route. And I literally am so happy. Like when I found out about communication degree, I literally drove to my university that day and switched my schedule like that second. I wasn't really thinking, but I still am so happy that I'm not becoming a teacher anymore. Like it's kind of just like crazy. Like there's like so many things where like I didn't like I mean teaching is a great job. My sister, she is still in teaching program. She was actually so sad that I'm not like taking the classes with her anymore. Like it is like a great job, and I honestly would have definitely continued that route if I didn't find out about this one. But there was just like so many things where like it would like limit me. Like I had to put everything on private because students would be finding my social media and like writing on it. And like I had a friend that was a teacher, and she like reached out to me, and my videos were like going around, or like my video, like my TikTok videos, and then also my Instagram pictures were like going around the school. And it's just like, this is not what I want. Like I want to be able to live my life how I want to live and not hold back, because especially with like TikTok and things like that, like I have a passion for creating videos, and I don't want to be put on private just because of a job that I'm not even like completely passionate about. Like I don't want to hinder myself in any way because of teaching, if that makes sense. So I don't know, which I mean, understand, like I get it, because I mean I understand why I needed to be put on private, because they're kids and like they shouldn't be seeing like bikini pictures, or just like, or I didn't even post like really like that anymore. It's just regular pictures. But since they knew who I was, they just felt like it was like, oh my god, this is our teacher. And it was just like so like unnecessary, but I understand why privacy is needed. But it just wasn't for me, to be honest. There was like a lot of other things too, where you do so much for so little. And since I didn't even have a passion for it, like I feel like teaching is the type of job where you need a huge passion for it. And if you're just doing it for the schedule, like summers off and things like that, it's not going to be worth it, because there's a lot more work and a lot more like headaches than you think. I went home from substituting crying because of how horrible some kids were. But that is it on that question. Let's move on. Every like step I'm gonna have to like pause and do my makeup, because I genuinely cannot multitask. It's literally impossible for me. Okay, and the next question would be, I don't even know which one I want to do. Okay, so I actually got this one a couple times too. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? And I actually kind of really like this question, just because I would have never guessed that this is where I would be at in 5 years from high school. Like, no. Like, I was going for nursing back then, dating a whole different guy, living at home. Like, my life was so different. So, I mean, obviously this is just like, it's like fun to talk about, I guess. And me and my sister were actually just talking about this. And it's crazy to me, because in 5 years, I'm 24, turning 25 in May, so like another like 6 months or whatever. But I'll be like, wait, I'll be 29 turning 30. Ah, that is like crazy, like crazy. I like, when we were talking about it, I'm like, oh, 5 years, like dang. And I was like, wait, no, like I'm literally a year away from 30, and that's crazy. So where I see myself in 5 years, I would definitely say, and I'm just like thinking, like if me and Dan were still together, I graduate hopefully in the same degree, because I definitely think I'm 100% going to, because I'm so excited about my new career path. But I hope, this is kind of like my life plan, I'll tell you guys, because it's kind of like steps by step, because I'm a girl and I'm weird, and that's just how I'm a planner. Even though like it could, like my life could change drastically tomorrow, you never know. but it's fun to think about. Okay, so I'm obviously gonna graduate in a year. Then hopefully, if me and Dan are still together, then we're probably gonna like move in together, because I won't move where he is. He lives like an hour away, until I am able to like work and find a job. So once I find a job in that area, then we'd probably move in together. And then down the road, probably engagement, marriage, and then hopefully in 5 years, I'll have at least one kid or a kid on the way. I'll be 29. I definitely want to have my first kid before 30. I've always said that. I mean, it's crazy because when I was 5 years ago, I thought I would be having my first kid within the next 5 years. No, like me thinking about me having a child right now, that's crazy to me. Like, I really thought 24, 25 was like so old. And now that I am this age, I'm like, no, I'm so young. I barely even feel like an adult. I mean, obviously I'm still in college, so I am like behind for my age. Like if I was working a full-time job and things like that, maybe I would feel a little bit differently, but since I'm not, it's just like, no, I'm like a little girl. I mean, I live on my own now. I live with my sister. I mean, I go to school, I work, I do all the independent things, but I just don't feel like I would be able to take care of a child right now. It's kind of crazy to think about. I mean, I know that there are a lot of people my age that have already children, but yeah, for 5 years, that's kind of where I see myself. And then also working, like I would love to have like the title of like a marketing manager somewhere. That's kind of like my ideal goal for some company that I like have a passion for, whether it's like a clothing store or a makeup company or a little boutique, or my friend, she works at this like art gallery, and that's kind of like what inspired me to go back to school and like look into things, because I'm like, wow, that literally sounds like a dream. Like even like marketing for something like that, or like interior design, real estate. I mean, I have my real estate license, or being a marketing manager at a salon, because I have my cosmetology license. Like I have so many licenses. I have a lot of passion for things. I just like more of the marketing side than the actual doing part. So I don't know, something like that. Have a kid, hopefully married, living with my significant other, being a marketing manager. That's where I see myself in 5 years, and that's kind of a dream to me. It's kind of crazy that I'm getting to that age of all that stuff is like becoming real, I guess. 5 years is not that long, but it also is a really long time. So obviously anything can change, but that's kind of where I see my future right now. Okay, so the next question that I'm going to answer is, where'd it go? What do you look for in a guy? So, I mean, literally, to be honest, like if I had to look for something in a guy, I pretty much am naming everything that my boyfriend has now. I need a bunch of words of affirmation, reassurance, effort. Like I love feeling loved. If you're not saying I love you to me 10 times a day, I will genuinely be like, do you even love me anymore? And I realized that through my life. And like, you could 100% love me, but if you're not saying it to me verbally many times during the day, I genuinely will like, my head will wander. Like, I don't know why. I think I have an issue, but I just love being told how much like you care about me and you love me. And maybe it's like so annoying, but like it's okay, because I found someone who does it many times, and I never ever go a day where I don't feel loved. And I think that's like one of my biggest things that I need in a relationship, because if I don't feel loved, I like just don't feel happy, genuinely. But that's like a #1 thing for me. But also just feeling like a priority. I love when a man is not shy to be like, to like treat your girl like good in a way. Like I feel like there's some guys out there that are like, oh yeah, it's cool to like treat your girlfriend bad, when it's like, no, you just suck, honestly. Like I hate those men. I like a guy who thinks that it's like actually more manly to treat a girl good and treat me like a priority, and I don't know, like I don't know how to even word it. Like you guys know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. That's another thing that's like really, really big for me. And then I also love when guys just have goals. I hate lazy people in general, but I couldn't date a lazy like man. Like I like it when you have goals, you have aspirations, you work hard, like you want a future for yourself. And honestly, like I know when I'm like doing nothing, just like scrolling on TikTok or something, like I get anxiety. I'm like, you are wasting so much time of your day doing absolutely nothing for yourself. Like you could be doing something right now to further yourself in some type of way. I don't know. And I feel like I'm pretty good at it, but I definitely am like the lazy one in my relationship. Dan, he like will wake up at like 5 a.m, go to the gym, read like a motivational book, and then go to work all day, and then like study on more stuff when he gets home. And like he's just like go, go, go. He's like, we need sunlight, it's good for, like, I don't know, like he is just like the most motivational person ever. And he is just like the most like hardworking individual, where like I know like he's going to be successful because of how well his like work ethics are and how like motivated he is and just like determined to like get stuff done. And I mean, honestly, like he's made me like better at like wanting to like go for my goals and work hard and like be the best that I can be, because we're only this young once, like we're only getting older and we are still so young. But these are the times to get ahead. These are the times to work hard. Like you're never gonna get this time back. And if you're just like working and going home and doing nothing for yourself, then like you're literally never gonna get ahead. Like you're going to be exactly where you are and working your 9 to 5, which is completely fine. I mean, I know Dan loves his 9 to 5, that's what he does, and I'm going to love my 9 to 5, but like I just feel like you just need to like do more with your time that makes like you happy and makes you like jump towards like, I don't even know how to like explain it. I'm very, very bad at talking, but I just love that characteristic, and I think that's a great trait to have, and I'm very, very happy that Dan has that, because I just love a hardworking, non-lazy person. Because if someone just wanted to do nothing all day and just like watch TV and had like no goals and was just like content like working, I don't know, like I just feel like I can't be lazy all the time. So I can't date someone that feels that way, because I just feel like there's like, we need to like, this is our time to shine, okay? That's how I feel. This is our time to get ahead. We're in your 20s. I understand that it's harder for some people, like when you have kids or whatever the case is, I don't know. Like I know, like I'm barely even working right now, I'm in school, but like what makes me really happy is creating YouTube and creating content, doing things like that. So when I stop doing it for a while, I get like depressed. I'm like, oh, so obviously like everything that I did was for like nothing. And like even if YouTube or my TikToks go nowhere, I generally don't care. I generally just like making them because I love looking back on my videos, and like I generally like laugh, I smile on my videos. Like I literally love rewatching them. They're just like core memories that I have forever, and I generally watch them like all the time. I know that's kind of embarrassing, but like I love it. Like I love making these videos to look at in the future, and I want to continue to do it because it's just fun for me. Like I've made a YouTube when I was 18 and I stopped. Regret it literally every single day of my life. I'm not even joking. Like I wish I continued because it's just so fun. Then in 2020 I did another one with my friend. That didn't obviously work out either, and I finally was like, okay, now I'm doing it because I've always wanted to do this. It makes me happy, and I feel like you should just really put aside time that makes you happy, if that makes sense. So kind of off topic in a way, but it's all kind of intertwined together. That's another thing that I like a lot in a man. And then I mean, that's pretty much it. Obviously loyalty, but that's like a no-brainer, bare minimum. That's not even like a thing that I want in a guy. That's a thing that I need in a guy, and I think every girl should get that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I like romance. I need a little love in my life. I am a cheesy person, but so is Dan, so we work. Okay, I have to speed this up a little bit because I'm talking a little bit too long on each question. And I'm supposed to be leaving in 15 minutes and I still have to do my hair and change, and my makeup's not even done yet. Okay, OnlyFans, question mark. No. Honestly, like, I wish I was able to, but like, I cannot. I mean, not even that I wish I could, but like, I would love to have one and not post like any of the nudies or whatever, and just post like exclusive content and like get money for it. Like, that's a slay. It really is. Like, but me, no, because of just the, I guess just how everyone will portray you, I guess. I maybe care a little bit too much about what people think. I know I shouldn't, but I live in a small town and I just like couldn't, honestly. So yeah, no, never an OnlyFans. Where have you traveled? I've actually traveled a lot. I've traveled, well, because I did a lot of cruises, so I don't really know if they like really count, but I've gone to like Jamaica, Mexico, Puerto Rico, Bahamas. Bahamas a few times. Different islands too. I can't even really think. I've been to Canada when I was like really little, so it doesn't even really count. But then I went to Tennessee, Arizona, Wisconsin, Vermont, New York a bunch of times. Tennessee, Georgia. I mean, I've been to like, I've traveled a lot, and I genuinely can't think of like more, but I've been to a lot of places. I don't know, like all these questions are kind of like, I mean, obviously I don't get a lot of crazy questions on my Instagram because nobody asks me questions, but if you could be an animal in the world, what would you be? I'd be a turtle because it's my favorite animal. What's your biggest pet peeve? I guess lazy people, because I just ranted about it for like ever. I mean, not really, but kind of. It just, they give me the ick. What would your dream job be? Obviously a marketing manager in some type of business that I have a passion for. What is it about that YouTube that makes you love it so much? Just being able to rewatch them and like have like these memories forever. Just like editing and filming it, it's actually really fun to me. So yeah, I mean, just generally being able to rewatch really like fun times that I've had in my life and have it as a memory forever. Like, I'll literally rewatch videos and completely forget about it, like things, and I'm like, wow, that's so funny. Like, I'm so happy I have it on video. So yeah, it's great. I highly recommend. Some of these questions are a little rated R. We're not answering those. I mean, I feel like that's pretty much it. Like, that's pretty much it. I mean, I guess I didn't really answer that many questions, but I was able to talk about my degree change, a little things just about me and what I like. Maybe next time, if you guys wish that there was more questions, next time I do a Q&A, you guys should definitely ask me them because I would love some more questions to answer. I'm literally supposed to leave in 9 minutes. I have to text my friend because I'm meeting up with her that we're gonna have to push it back because there's no way I can go right now. But I do also want to do a house tour. I know that it's been long waiting. I'm literally in a different background if you didn't, like, if you couldn't tell already. Very excited. Just moving is a process. There's still like a lot of things that aren't done, and I don't want to do a house tour until things are pretty much complete. I do love it here. I'm very happy, and yeah, I'm happy that I was able to update you guys on everything that's going on in my life. And I'm back on my grind, you guys. I'm back on making these videos and I'm excited about it. So do not forget to give me a follow or wrong platform. Don't forget to give me a subscribe, a share, give it a like, please. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm happy to be back, and I will see you guys again in my next video.